Obviously, disappointed with the loss. This was a game that we marked on the calendar. Desperately wanted to win, but just loved the way our guys fought. I feel like we definitely could have played better. Especially I think started the second half defensively, which some of that had to do with live ball turnovers that led to runouts, which kind of skew your field goal percentage defense when you turn the ball over and they go down and dunk it. So it skews kind of what you're doing with your defense in the half court. Obviously the turnovers were an issue for us, but I'll take that type of an effort from a team that I coach, against that caliber of opponent, any day of the week. These guys, particularly these two guards here, really, played till exhaustion there and had some great looks and some shots when we were making that run. And I thought a critical point too in the first half, just the close to the first half. I felt like we played well enough, to have a 1 or a 2 point lead. Just things went on there, which I don't want to get into, that I think skewed that and really hurt us, so that when they made their run, instead of them going up maybe 6 or 7, they go up 12 or 14, and then the mountain becomes a little too big to climb. So end of the first half and then early second half I think hurt us, but our guys I thought were warriors today.
Questions, guys? Dan, what do you think of your team's offense and any inconsistencies you see in the offense? Is that a credit to the opponents in the 3 losses, or are there certain things that stand out to you about the way you guys are functioning and creating shots?
Yeah.
Valuing possessions?
Yeah, I mean, I think our biggest issue, I think it's shot selection less than the turnover. I think there were a couple of times I think where we shot some like quick bad ones, which you obviously don't want. I just think it's like the turnovers really just hurt us. I didn't think. Obviously, some things around the basket were hard to finish with their length and size and strength. I mean, that's the most physically intimidating team that we've seen. They're different than anybody else, but I thought we had some great looks. The last 5-6 minutes to get that from maybe a 4 or 5 point game, and just couldn't capitalize. You can't make as many mistakes as we made and beat a team like that in terms of turnovers.
Guys, questions?
But they had 6 assists and 22 turnovers, so it wasn't exactly an offensive masterpiece by the number 11 team.
Did you want to try to turn it into that kind of game? I mean, not that you wanted the turnovers, but just have them turn the ball over and kind of make it into a crazy game?
Yeah, so we wanted to pressure them in the full court to the 3-point line, and then really protect the paint, because they're not a great 3-point shooting team. So we wanted to play kind of 2 different styles of defense. Ball pressure, get after them until they get in the scoring area, and then cushion some of their non-shooters, man, Forrest. And again, I think some of our defensive numbers get skewed when with second chance points, and the 16 points off turnovers become when they have 16 points off turnovers, that's 8 for 8, and it hurts what your overall defense looks like.
Guys, can you ask questions of the players first? We can let them go if you have any of them.
Jalen, the first half they only had 5 shots off. Was their defense kind of taking you out, denying you the ball in that early part of the game?
I don't think it was so much their defense. I think I just got to be more aggressive. My coaches, my teammates is on me about being aggressive, but so I just got to listen to them and just stick with it. A couple shots, I think I made the first one, then after that a couple shots didn't fall and I kind of shied away, but I just got to stay aggressive.
What do you attribute the turnovers to that you guys made? Was it just being careless? Was it their defense? What do you attribute to?
Some of it being careless, some of it just not coming to a stop and locating where where our teammates are gonna be, kind of just assuming that they're gonna be in a spot that they kind of shifted out of. So we just gotta play off of each other a lot better.
Jalen, did it feel like you struggled to get into a rhythm tonight, and did that have to do with, like you said before, wanting to be more aggressive?
I think not so much was it not me getting in a rhythm. I think kind of just other players on our team were making plays. They were kind of getting to the rim, so I was kind of letting them do that. But I kind of got to assist them more by being aggressive as well.
Altarik, you got into like you just had a flow today on the floor. Like, how easy was it to make those baskets?
I just think my teammates put me in great positions just to play.
Okay, Kemba and Jeremy Lamb were here. Did they talk to you guys at all before or after the game?
Yeah.
Anything you can tell us what they had to say? Or?
Pretty much that they like the way that we compete and like the way we're playing hard. But at the end of the day, we gotta put the ball in the hoop more times than the other team, and we got the right pieces to build something special. So we just gotta lock in and have that blind trust in each other that it's gonna work out.
This year, you guys have been doing really good. Is there like a mantra that you guys have? And if so, like, what is it?
Yeah, just come out and compete every day.
Just play hard as hell.
Anything for the players? Thanks, guys.
I know it's a point of emphasis, but the replays and the reviews, they kind of kill the momentum when you're trying to...
Listen, that rule, I don't understand that rule. I think it's ridiculous. I liked it when we benefited from it. I didn't like it. The other two, it just, you better be sure if you go to the monitor with that one. And they broke up that game a couple times early, and we got off to a good start. And then it seemed like they were going to the monitor, and that's all I'm going to say about what went on there with those guys. Whatever.
Dan, you played some pretty big games here with Benedict. What was it like coming back here,
The accommodations were nicer. I ate better. Better locker room. No, it was cool. It was fun. To be honest with you, I thought during like the anthem I'd like kind of, like soak it all in a little bit more, but no, we were so locked in, and we wanted to start fast, which we did, and you got to appreciate the journey you're on in life, and it would have been great to come here and get a win, but tough loss now, and but it was nice getting home.
Hamilton thought that you took them out of their game, you forced them to do things they don't normally do, that they were able to do it. But do you take not a moral victory, do you take something positive from that? You force the team to do something else?
Listen, I think, obviously, there's nothing better than winning. I mean, this win would have been huge for us. There's also, too, when you play at a level in terms of your competitiveness and how hard you play, when you garner the respect of people like Coach Hamilton, whose teams play as hard as anyone in the country, when they're impressed by your effort, like the next best thing to winning is respect, and having people respect you, and having the teams that are about to play you when they turn on your film, respecting how hard you get after people, and and that's I mean that's how we defend. Again, if we can learn to take care of the ball better at the offensive end, I think we have a chance to at some point be a real good team, and then obviously get some consistency from the front court. Just who's going to kind of show up and give us something. And the guards are going to take, the guards and the coaches take the heat for the turnovers. Just when you're as reliant as we are on our guards to make plays at the offensive end, for us to score, and when we're trying to play fast, you're gonna have turnover numbers. We just want that to be more like probably 10, 11 a game, as opposed to, I'm not sure where we're at right now, 14 or 15.
Yeah, what did you think of the front court? It seemed like Yaku was more aggressive on the boards, but you lost Josh early, and
Yeah, I think Josh got a little rattled. He got in foul trouble. You know, and then just there are athletes out there. I mean, you know, the only real guy for him to match up, you know, with Kumaji. I hope I didn't screw that up. That was his matchup, so we could play him when he was in. You know, but when they went small, you know, with Gray at the 5, he had no chance to play against him. And I think, you know, a real reason why we lost, in my opinion, is what you can't do. You want to win a game at his caliber. I think Gray and the backup 5, who I'll butcher his name, 25, they had 26 combined at halftime. You can't let your opponent's backup 4 and 5 score 26 points in the first half. You know, when there are other guys who are really struggling. You know, we should have had a 8-point lead at the half, and that was just missed opportunity.
It's the second game that's happened. It happened against in Arizona too, with the backups hurting you as well.
Yeah, maybe we got to extend our scouting and focus a lot more on yeah. It's just one of those things. I mean, those are talented players. I think we put so much emphasis on the Mans and the Savoys and Walker and the guys that have carried this team that, you know, we didn't show proper respect to some guys with talent off the bench.
Coach, would you ever schedule any more games in New Jersey, particularly this arena, if possible?
Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. I thought we obviously brought you know, a good amount of fans. They were great. You know, first half we were balling, it was good, and then the second half we were making that run. It was fun. Absolutely. We're going to be recruiting in all your gyms around here, trying to get the very best players, and then we want to bring the very best players back here to win games like this. So, yes.
Coach, they're very athletic, you know, and you got them off the court. How do you simulate the athleticism and, you know, quickness in practice?
Yeah, well, it's hard. I mean, it's not what having me on the scout team or Tom Moore. You know, it's a different animal. I mean, it really is, because, you know, obviously our scout team can't give us that same look. You know, but we've played Syracuse, we played Iowa, you know, we've played Arizona. No one quite as imposing as that. And I didn't, you know, and I think that didn't have as much to do with, you know, we need to just play a cleaner game. And I think we'll get better as the season goes on. It's still game 9 for us. We got so many big opportunities ahead of us. We just can't get discouraged by these last 2 kind of tough losses against pretty good programs.
Dan, has taking care of the ball become a little more concerned than you anticipated, considering the depth you have at guard, or are you kind of at where you thought you?
No, I'd say slightly. You know, I would say no. I'm surprised by it. I'm surprised by it. I think we'll definitely turn the ball over more than I envisioned with the quality that we have at that position. But again, I think it's a byproduct of what we're asking these guys to do at both ends of the court too. Like, we're asking these guards to pressure the heck out of the ball and then to make all types of plays on offense. And I just think that we're kind of we're sloppy. You know, I just think that it would describe us offensively, just with the way that we handle the ball at times. I think we're just like a little bit sloppy. We're not tight like a high-level team. Dave, you had one more? You seem like you were, no?
Well, it's just a little more what you were expecting from Yahweh. You know, on the boards, took a couple charges, blocked a couple shots.
Yeah, that was encouraging. Yahweh was good today. I mean, if he could give us just some, like, even just like that type of offense today, if we could maybe a little bit better ball security, but you could see what he could do athletically in terms of rim protection. We don't have another front court guy like him, so like, yeah, we need him. We need him desperately to build on this performance, because, you know, it's really just kind of a grouping there of guys that we're just kind of mixing and matching game by game right now. So, you know, getting him in the mix, it helps.